The temperature goes up, the sleeves come off, well, on the young. The rest of us have swapped our knits for something that we think is going to cool us down and cover our arms up, but actually no, it's that artificially material that's very thin and does nothing other than trap in heat. So what's the real fix? Because that isn't it. Well, one is skin prep that makes a real difference. Cuts that work with your arms. If you want to cover your arms up, I've got a solution for you too. But on the other hand, you could be like me and not care. Let's get into it. Last year, I said that my biggest philosophy on this topic is just to not care. I let my arms out. That's how I'm comfortable. I want to cool off. It's summer. I'm 64. I've got 64-year-old arms. That's the end of it as far as I'm concerned. But here's what I've learned since. Telling someone not to care doesn't mean to say they won't care or don't care. But what actually helps is being prepared and feeling prepared. Because when your skin is feeling good, when your outfit is looking good, that self-consciousness moves to the back of the mind. It doesn't vanish, but it's at the back there. And one of you in comments last year very wisely said, people who mind don't matter and people who matter don't mind. So there you go. That's something that is a real takeaway. Let's start with what you can actually do before you even get dressed. Exfoliate twice a week. Okay, so that's another step, but it's very easy. In the shower, just keep your exfoliating options in the shower. I have two available in the shower. One is a fruit acids one here, and you just leave it on for 2 minutes, then wash it off. And another is the good old scrub. So I'll link these down in the description box for you. But the importance of this is that you're removing that dead skin. That enables then the next steps to actually be able to penetrate. So the skin that is on show is the more youthful, newer, fresher skin. Then moisturise, but not just when you remember, but every morning and every evening. I've got one tub of body butter by my bedside, so as I can remember this, put it on my legs, put it on my arms, put it on my chest, put it on my feet as well. And why is that important? It's because dry skin emphasises the crepiness and the wrinkles. Moisturised skin looks plumper, looks healthier, and actually that shine reflects light as well. So really, make moisturising, or putting an oil on as well, I do that too, make that non-negotiable. And also a handy trick is, and don't tell anybody this, but I keep hand cream in my car. And if I look down at my arms and think, oh, they need a top up, just before I go out of the car, I'll just put hand cream on my arms. It works. And as for oil, just use it on damp skin at night. Make sure that it's had a good soak in before you sort of lie on your silk pillowcase though. Now here's another takeaway from your comments last year. Some of you suggested self-tanning your arms. And that is absolutely a fantastic solution because then you've got that glow, you've got the tan, and that's going to reflect health and reflect the light off your arms. Now, personally, I prefer a gradual self-tan, a moisturising one. So I tend to use this type of thing. This is just happens to be one from Dove that I've got at the moment that I'm using. It does the job. It's not expensive. It does what I need it to do. And so that's one solution. Now, if you have forgotten to do your self-tan, another solution is then your instant one. I have been using Vita Liberata for years, and for those days I want a summer dress, it's suddenly got hot and I've forgotten to do a self-tan, use my Dove. This will give me that instant shine, tan and glow. So again, I will link these for you in the description box. They're worth knowing about. This one, the Vita Liberata in particular. Honestly, I would be absolutely lost without it. And of course, remember to exfoliate before you apply your self-tan because you're going to get that smoother finish. There's also sunscreen. Look for light reflecting formulas. Something with a bit of a shimmer, a bit of a soft glow. Avoid on your arms a matte cream. That will make a difference as how your arms look in sunlight. And you certainly don't want one of those ones that are going to leave a white cast. Then, maybe in the evenings, some shimmer in the evenings, just on the front of the arms. A light shimmer body lotion catches the light beautifully, gives the skin a luminous quality that feels very summery and very lovely. And we're looking for shimmer, not glitter. Luminosity is the key. We're not going to Glastonbury. Now we will be coming back onto arms, but just a diversion to feet because we also worry about our feet in the summer because these are both arms and feet are areas of our body that are covered up in the winter, but then we expose in the summer. There's that common ground. So while we're in the skin prep section on our arms, let's talk about feet too, because honestly, the same logic applies. Exfoliate. A foot file is a genius thing to have handy, and these aren't expensive. I got this in the body shop. I got it actually a few years ago, so they even last a while. And the reason this is useful is because hard skin builds up over the winter on the balls of our feet and our back of our heels. And so then by the time sandal season arrives, well, our feet might as well be a pair of boots, to be honest. The best way to start off the season is a pedicure because they have stronger tools, more effective tools, just to get that first core of hard skin off. After that, you can do it yourself. Maintain it with one of these. But a pedicure is well worth it at the beginning of the summer. Moisturise your feet every night. Look for a cream with urea in it if you can find it. Well, one of the foot creams that I use is a good old L'Occitane. I love the smell of that nicely, kind of because it's designed to be refreshing. So if you've been on your feet all day, it's got that lovely, refreshing, cooling feel to it. And get your nails done. Tidy nails, a pedicure there is useful as well. Start of the season, get your nails done properly. That's that finishing touch. They're going to make your feet look good in the sandals. They're going to make sandals look good on you. That makes your feet look intentional and look cared for. Now, while we're talking about our outfit from the feet up, let's also think about comfort in our footwear. Because if we're going around uncomfortable, we're not going to look our best. We're going to go out of the house maybe looking okay and our best. And then as we get more uncomfortable, our feet swell from standing, or we are wearing something too high or too thin, too pointed, and we start limping, start being uncomfortable, wanting to sit down all the time. And then we just become plain miserable as well. Maybe miserable to other people, but certainly miserable to ourselves and within ourselves. And maybe you've given up on sandals because they never fit quite right. So today I want to bring you a new brand to me, and I am so delighted to talk to you about DB Wider Fit shoes. You will have seen them if you're in the UK, advertising recently on television. And they've got a lovely, bright, joyous advert as well. Very fun to watch. Now, they've been making shoes for 100 years. It's a good UK heritage brand. If you've struggled with wider feet, these are for you. Now, first up, we've got the Anthea, a canvas lace-up shoe. It doesn't just come in dots. I fancy the dots, this polka dot. I think that's so pretty, isn't it? Adds a style element. Can draw your eye away from the arms as well, actually. That's a tip if you're worried about your arms. Statement footwear. The beauty of this is not only is it super, super comfortable, it is breathable. Canvas breathes, it's properly breathable. It's very, very lightweight. So not only is it lightweight and flexible, but the insoles are washable. Now, I don't know about you, but I was very surprised to find that in the heat wave, I could not do up my normal sandals even first thing in the morning, not without a real struggle. It was very hard to get them on. My feet were just staying in this swollen state really for the whole week. So the summer options are worth exploring. And I've got an option here, and this is the Francesca in a nubuck suede, but they also have different colours too. Slight wedge. Now here's the clever bit. The straps are cut to fit. You trim them to the length you need. Job done. Velcro there, very easy to then open up to fit your foot in. I wouldn't have struggled in these last week. And it has an air bubble sole for cushioning. Brilliant if you've got bunions, edema, swollen feet. Hey, Anne-Marie, last week. Anything that makes regular sandals a complete nightmare. This sole can be removed and you can put your orthopedic sole in if you need to. And the other is that you can change the look of the sandal just by taking this tongue out. 2-in-1. Genius. Then I also chose a trainer with a wedge in this. You know me, you know me. It comes in other colours, I assure you, but I saw this blue, I had to have this blue. Now these are clever because you can set the laces. Unzip it, loosen up around the lace and the tongue, get your foot in, zip them up, then do the lace up, then your lace is set. Then all you need to do once the lace is set is just zip them on and off. If you have trouble bending over in the mornings, or you've got arthritis or stiffness, this is a great solution because it's so easy to do them up with a zip. And several reviewers have said this heel height has helped with their knee pain because of the heel lift. Now all links to the shoes are in the description box, but obviously have a look at the other shoes on the website as well. And there's also some very good videos on how the shoes are made in some cases, and some quite instructional videos as well worth a look. There's also the fit guide, so telling you how to measure your feet so as you're ordering the right size. So right, distraction, as I said, a statement shoe. And I covered jewellery in the video I did on this topic last year, and how jewellery can be a great distraction. So I won't go into too much detail on that. Have a look at the video, but the takeaway is jewellery is a distraction. At the neckline, at the wrist, it takes the attention away from the middle. So this video very much complements, see them as two, watch them both. Today I'm going to look specifically at neckline because I didn't mention that in too much detail last time. A V-neck. A V-neck draws the eye downwards and inwards, away from the arms and down the body. Hey, who can spot my mistake today? Yeah, it's obvious, isn't it? So that's a good choice in a sleeveless top. Now, you'll hear people say that a wide boat neck may not be the best choice for if you want to hide your arms, because it draws the eye down, out and down the shoulders. Technically, that's true. It does draw the eye outwards, but to the shoulders, not down to the upper arms or the lower arms or the elbow. It also draws the eye to the upper chest here and around the collarbone. And for most of us, that area here along the collarbone is one of our most youthful areas. It's smooth, it's elegant, not wrinkled, and that collarbone then draws the eye upwards and not down the arm. The neckline to be really careful of is crew neck, not necessarily this slightly scooped one. I mean the crew necks we see on these t-shirts at the moment. And unfortunately, a crew neck is fashionable, but that crew neck draws the eye to the neck where we're wrinkled. Then you've got the sleeves drawing the eye to the arms. What's on show where the material finishes here and here, wrinkles and crepiness. It's a double whammy, that crew neck. The neck and the arms in one frame. So on a particular day, it's a matter of choice. Are you going for fashion or are you going for the most flattering of appearance? V-neck or crew neck? Boat neck or crew neck? And only you can decide that one. Now then, print on the body of your tops and dresses. A print on the top is a fabulous distraction, one of the best. The eye follows the pattern, and a bold stripe is my favourite, a vertical stripe. It's elongating, it's elegant, and it reads intentional and stylish. Be wary of rounded, large or small florals. They can add visual weight. And anything too trend-based, in a couple of years everyone's going to say, oh, that looks dated. A stripe just lasts. So I will list some striped dresses in the description box for you. The reason I'm wearing this is because it's available at the moment. I will link it in the description box. It's a brown that suits us soft summers and those with grey hair. This is not a beigey, caramelly, warm-toned brown. This is your mushroom, your mink. But it's sleeveless, yes, but it has texture. So instead of pattern, you can look for texture. That adds interest, draws the eye away from the arms. It also has a bit of netting in it here, and a little bit here as well, a little bit of netting. That draws the eye away from the arms. A colourful bag, a textured bag, your summer tote, your summer basket bag. Carry it in your hand, it pulls the eye to your hand and downwards, away from your upper body and away from your arms. Now let's talk about sleeve cut, because not all sleeves are equal. The cut of the armhole is going to make a difference. You don't want it to be big, away from your body and wide and loose, so your bra can be seen, when you bend over, your belly can be seen and your chest can be seen, and you weren't planning on showing those with a room, I'm sure. So a well-cut armhole is close to the body and covers everything that it should. It's also going to depend on the height of the sides of your bra as well. Then the strap width. You want the straps to be, your bra straps to be hidden, don't you? A medium width strap sits comfortably on your shoulder, supports a proper bra underneath. The spaghetti straps look beautiful, really elegant, exposing so much skin up here. Your arms aren't really the obvious place to look because the skin everywhere on being exposed, and some of it is beautiful. Along here is beautiful. So yes, spaghetti straps have their place, but of course those need more engineering underneath. They're going to need a strapless bra, for instance. It's worth mentioning that Uniqlo do some spaghetti strap tops with an inbuilt bra, and that is definitely worth exploring. I've got a top like that from them, and I've just ordered a summer dress with spaghetti straps, but I'll link it in the description box. I have actually found it in the UK. I haven't found it Uniqlo USA yet. I'll have a look for Canada, but I'll link what I can, and if I find it again in the States becoming available, I'll link it then. Now fabric. A structured fabric, linen, cotton, holds its shape. It doesn't cling to the body. It skims. Thin jersey, polyester will cling to that upper arm. So if it clings, change the fabric. Right, I promised you this section because I know some of you do like to cover your arms. and not go completely sleeveless. And that's absolutely fine, and there are solutions. But layering up with a jacket or a cardigan when it's sweltering is not going to do you any favours. 1, it adds bulk. 2, it traps heat. 3, you're going to start beading because you're sweating everywhere else because you're hot. You're just going to look uncomfortable. And that is going to be much more of a negative appearance than your arms would have been. So what I like is actually a lightweight linen or a lightweight cotton open. So I will sometimes wear the tank tops with a plain or a striped shirt over the top. Now that could be in linen or it could be in cotton. But that keeps the sun off, it keeps me cool. And I've got the sleeveless slimness underneath and just covering up the arms with something that's breathable. To me, that's a style choice. It looks up to date. It doesn't look like I'm covering my arms up particularly. It just looks up to date and it looks like I'm keeping the sun off me. And on top of that, it creates a long vertical line as well. And being cotton or linen, it moves, it breathes, it makes the look intentional. And one of the things I still do is wear a shirt and tie it up the front. Little knot, with or without a vest underneath. Vest, undo more buttons. No vest, obviously you're just doing it up to the 2 buttons at the top. And the blouses I love to wear in the summer, undone like that, are the Lintico ones that adapt to become a jacket. So I'll link a couple of options for you in the description box there as well. I mean, the Amelia, which you've been buying up, is one option. You can wear it done up or you can wear it as a jacket. And as the sun goes down, if you're on holiday in a summer dress, a lightweight wrap over your arms. With one with a bit of shimmer in as well. There's some lovely thin cashmere ones available now. And another favourite of mine is puffed sleeves. Luckily they are still fashionable. Now they will often come to here or even to the elbow. So you're wearing a fashion blouse that is doing the job, covering your arms up. When you're wearing it, it's a fashion choice, not a problem solving choice, and it looks it. It looks like it's a fashion choice. One of my pet hates is 3/4 sleeve or elbow sleeve tops. They very clearly look like a problem-solving choice because there's no style to them. When you're putting it on, just say, does it look like I've chosen it because it's a fashion choice, or does it look like I've chosen it just to cover up my arms? So arms and feet this summer worth a bit of care because they're out now on show. Exfoliate, moisturise, self-tan. Add a lovely wide fit sandal that you can walk in and that you're not going to be toppling around and uncomfortable in and have to sit down, or you're limping. Have a look at the DB wider fit shoes because they are generally worth your time looking at the website. Absolutely. Use your neckline, use your stripes, choose the right cut of fabric, structure, choose the right fabric, breathable. If you want to layer, make it a style choice, make it appropriate for the weather, make it itself breathable. And here you'll find last year's video that will give you some more tips on hiding the arms.